Hi everybody, I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I hope you all had a beautiful Easter and maybe you're getting some time to relax. I'm filming this on Easter Monday here and I'm inside because it's just starting to drizzle. I've got Ziggy here wreaking havoc on my sewing desk, and I know I haven't filmed from the sewing area for quite a while. He's always into the pins, this one. He's a little mischievous boy. But yeah, a bit of a disaster. I haven't even cleaned up my desk. I'm one of those people that it is what it is. I don't have a specified sewing room. This is in the middle of my lounge room. Eventually I will be having a little studio when hubby gets around to building that for me. But as at the moment we're in the lounge room and it's a bit of a disaster because I've just finished sewing a few things this weekend. It was really nice getting some time to relax and do a bit of sewing. I don't have any pics to show you. I'll show you a little bit of something I made last night, but the pics will be following this week. So the reason I'm inside is because it's starting to rain out there and there's a lot of noise out there. Now we live in a country town in Lang Lang, in kind of on the cusp of metro regional area, and very, very famous for the Easter Monday Lang Lang rodeo or rodeo. Everyone says it differently. And at the moment you can hear the loudspeaker going. It's very loud. It's been going all morning and people come from interstate all over the country to compete in some good old bull riding and horse riding. They've got lots of jumping events and heaps of stuff going on down there. So I live about 1 kilometre walk from the actual showgrounds where they hold this event. So you tend to hear a lot of the noise resonating up here. But yeah, it's been a really nice, warm and sunny weekend, and today's been about 28 degrees, so still very warm for autumn, but some much needed rain is coming and it makes me feel like being all cozy and sewing, the cup of tea and just thinking about what I want to make, a few little plans. And just there's heaps of different things going online at the moment, lots of different events and hashtags. The Sew Frugal Challenge has just ended. I didn't even get time to make a Sew Frugal make, but I know every year that Sam and Rowan from Frugalissima and Yorkshire Sew Girl run that, and there's some great prizes. So I've been looking through this morning, everyone putting their entries in, and it's really wonderful getting a bit of inspiration. You probably will have seen that the Sew April blouse is running, and that is Rowan from Yorkshire Sew Girl and Gabrielle from Cloth Edit running that. Gabrielle and I started running that a couple of years ago, and it became a very, very popular event. And last year I had to hand it over to Gabrielle and say, look, it is just getting a bit too much for me at the moment with running the store, doing the boxes, and I knew it was going to be a big thing to partake in. So Gabrielle and Ruan have been running it last year and this year, and that's starting this month. So it really gives you a bit of inspiration for blouse making. So I'd love to put an episode with some blouse making ideas, because it's a really nice time of year to be thinking about blouses, because they're one of my favourite things to make, as well as shirts. And as well as that, there's a big event I've just noticed this weekend. The lovely ladies, our Aussie sewers, they're now called the Sewers of Oz. They've done a bit of a collab. So that is Deb from DB Designs, Katrina from Create Something Pretty, Hayley from the Hay Meadow, and Deb from Sewing Seams with Deb over in WA. They are collaborating under a hashtag called Sewers of Oz, which is amazing. I just thought it was so wonderful to see a bunch of our Aussie YouTuber girls doing this together. The hashtag is Sew Autumn Denim. So anything that you want to sew in the month of April and May, I think it's going to be finishing or present your item that's made on the 31st of May. That is a wonderful idea to get some inspiration. You can also hashtag your WIP, work in progress, on Instagram, and you need to tag and follow those ladies to be pop your make. I contacted Katrina from Create Something Pretty and I said, look, have you got any prizes? Because I would really love to be in on this and donate a prize from the Dahlia Society store. So we're going to donate a June bespoke box and a $50 voucher to the store, because I just think the more Australian hashtags we can get running like this, the better. Showcase our wonderful Aussie vloggers to the world, because we've got lots to offer. And look, these ladies are amazing. If you haven't followed their channels, I will link them into the description box. And you can go ahead and give them a follow, and definitely think about following over on Instagram to see what they're going to be making. So I know Deb over the weekend had put out a vlog of all of her denim makes. So that was really inspiring to see all the things she's made in the past in denim, which I love that because it's just such a good basic. And that doesn't just mean jean sewing. There's so many things you can make with denim and chambrays to, you know, wind back through your wardrobe. One of the things I am desperate to make is a pillar jacket from Mason Fauve Patterns. Now, I've had this piece of beautiful Cosette purple denim for a while now in my stash. I've had it washed and ready to make up, and I want to make the pillar jacket out of that because I think it'll be such a handy little jacket to have for heading on through autumn and winter. And I love this rich purple colour. I think it'll come up really nice. This is a non-stretch denim, and we do have a couple of coloured denims in the store, and also a few stretch denims, but we haven't got many. We've mainly got these non-stretch denims in from France, but we are getting more stretch denims that we usually get the Lady McElroy, really beautiful quality ones in from the UK. So they'll be coming hopefully the next few weeks. So if you're wanting to sew something in denim and you're wanting stretch, they are on their way. But at the moment we just have a couple of Tencel blend ones in the store and some non-stretch. But yeah, everyone likes sewing something a bit different. Some people love stretch. Some people love just plain old woven denims with no stretch. So it just depends on what you're making and how much give you want to have it. I've noticed there's a lot of people printing on our A0 printout system the new jeans from Love Notions, and I think they are about a 25% stretch. So you need quite a good amount of stretch, quite a good amount of spandex in the denim to get 25, because that's quite a good stretch. So hopefully we can get some nice stretchy comfortable denim in, because I know personally love a good stretch denim. So today I'm wearing an Itch to Stitch blouse. I think it's a Nasara. I always forget the name of this shirt. It's a really great little shirt. It's just a grown on sleeve, a nice little collar and collar stand, and I've got the Italia Brunette Kelsey leopardy print, which I love wearing this. We've got a nice pair of linen, just ready to wear linen cream pants. It's still quite humid here, but shirts I find very handy to layer back. What I love about this is the buttons all match. I think I've shown you guys these before. This is the Ochre Italia Brunette buttons. Really, really pretty. So we've had, since I've spoken to you last, we've had a delivery of our Italia Jupe denims and organic cottons in store. They are stunning. Definitely think about making things like jackets with those, pants. They've got the dungaree patterns, the Elsie's as well. I love the look of the inners jacket. I am considering making that in the burgundy coloured organic cotton, because it'd be perfect for over the top of my new Hannah blouse, which I've got to admit I love wearing that. The fabric's really lovely. There was one fabric that we didn't end up getting yet, and that is the white viscose with the lilac flowers, and I know a lot of people have their name on the waiting list for that, so we are hopefully getting that within the next week or so. But there are more Italia Jupe fabrics coming that we've sold out of, so if you put your name on the waiting list, fingers crossed you'll be able to get hold of some of that. So what have I been making? Yesterday I managed to whip up, I wanted something easy to make. I wanted to use the beautiful Zani fabric from Fabric Godmother, the linen viscose, very sort of African looking fabric. I absolutely love this. I wanted to showcase the print without too much, cutting through and having things like your plackets in the front. And I thought if I had something like a dress that I could showcase that pattern all in one, I thought it might look really nice. So I ended up making one of my very old favorites. I ended up making a very favorite pattern of mine, that is the Hope woven dress. I've made 2 of these in the past, and every time I see someone with one of these on, I just think this looks so beautiful, so simple. The raglan sleeve and the nice 3/4 puff style sleeve. I didn't put pockets in, but a lot of people will be yelling at me for that, but I personally don't like pockets in my dresses because they just add a bit more bulk and volume, and I don't tend to use pockets in dresses that often, so I prefer it without. But that dress I had made up within 2 hours from start to finish. and that was cutting out and everything. So it's such a simple, easy pattern. But don't forget, you can also get the Hope Extension pack, and that gives you heaps of different variations on there. I'll put some pics up. It's really hard to see in the plastic here. But you get 4 different bodices. You get the button through, the tie front, the crossover, and the regular style. And then you get different sleeves. You get more of the puff with the cuff around the end, or the shorter puff. And I've also made this in a blouse before, just to crop the skirt, and made it into a beautiful little peplumy style blouse. That's a really fantastic pattern. 2.5 meters of fabric, so it doesn't take a lot of fabric. The thing I love about the Hope dress is that it doesn't have a lot of gathering. I find that I don't like a lot of gathering around a skirt section. I like it just a little bit more simple, and that really showcased the print of the fabric. So I'll show you the dress as it's made up, and I'll try and get some photos of that this week to show you guys as well. So it's just a bit drizzly out there at the moment. The other thing I want to make is the Maven Ludo capelet. Now, I was going to make that in the Zani fabric, but I decided I wanted something a solid color, because I find if I've got too many printed jackets, because I've got so many printed blouses and shirts, I won't be able to pair it back with as many things. So I thought it might look really nice in a rust color gabardine. Now, this is the beautiful Lise Taylor gabardine, a really nice caramel kind of rust color. It's a really lovely cotton, and I think it'll come up really nice in the Ludo capelet. I'm going to make that version. There's also the version with the deep V-neck as well, but I think it'll be really nice to pair back with a lot of my printed things. So that is something I'd like to make, and it only takes like 1.1 or 1.2 meters of fabric, so it's a really conservative pattern to make if you've got maybe some remnants left over as well. So that is one thing I want to make very shortly. But the next thing on my list has to be the I know I managed to score some of this Fabric Godmother Henry crepe, which I absolutely love, and I'm trying to get more from Fabric Godmother. I want to get more of the black and white and the pink and orange and cream colorway. I think is divine as well. So all of those Fabric Godmothers, a lot of them have sold out that we had. We are going to try and restock a lot of them, because they are very different color palette, and really something really unusual to have in the store. But I think that whole new collection of theirs is just stunning. So I love their crepe. They're really substantial crepe. The viscose, they're not see-through. They're not like your typical polyester-y fine crepe. They've got quite a nice amount of body. They make beautiful blouses. And the one I want to make is the Cosette patterned Catherinette blouse. That's the line drawing for that. And I haven't made a Cosette pattern, even though they're one of my top selling patterns in the store. I am yet to make a Cosette pattern, and I'm dying to make one. So I think this might be my first one, because I want a nice floaty style blouse. I was going to opt for a collar and collar stand, and I thought, no, I think a nice simple floaty with that gathered yoke would look really, really nice and be very handy to wear this time of year with jeans and little lightweight jackets. So all of the Cosette blouses are just really beautiful, and the way they're photographed, that you can see the fabric made up as well, really helps give you that bit of inspiration. Now, I think this one only takes 1.5 meters. So I'm thinking even of lengthening this. Be really nice even in a shirt dress as well. Shirt dress length. But I'll see how it looks with the length for the 1.5. I've got 2 meters here to use, but I'm really looking forward to making that one next on the list. I've had a few people ask me how the Benina and Baby Lot machines are going, and I've got to say they are an absolute dream to work with. For many years I've had just like an old industrial beautiful faff machine, which I will never part with. But that after having, the automatic buttonholes and things like your thread cutters, it's just such a step up. So I'm loving this. The only thing I have found is occasionally the pedal loses connection, and I have heard from a lot of people that is a major thing with Benina machines, that the pedals sometimes can lose connection there. So it's just a matter of when I'm getting it serviced again towards the end of the year, I will get that pedal looked at or even replaced, because it's still under warranty. But I've got to say I am thoroughly thrilled with the machine. I can definitely vouch for the 570 QE. It's beautiful. The CAF edition cafe edition. It's just beautiful. I love the colour of it as well. But it is just such a joy to sew with. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think having that differential feed, the foot, I would never go without it now because it's just so good for sewing over everything. And also the Acclaim, which we've got here, I'll just turn the light on. The Baby Lock Acclaim is a game changer. It is so wonderful, and it just powers through everything. Being the air threading, self threading, it's a wonderful machine as well. So getting plenty of use out of those two machines. So I've had quite a few people saying, can you give us a demo? But no, I haven't got around to filming any demos as yet because it's just finding the time. And I'm not an expert on the ins and outs of the workings of the sewing machines. I'm still learning them. So I think that I possibly will wait till I become a bit more, know all the whereabouts and the bits and pieces of every single function. I'm starting to learn now I know how to do the buttonhole foot without looking at the instructions. Things like the bobbin thread and that kind of thing I've already worked out without looking. The first few times that you do things, of course, you're referring to the guide, and there's so many fantastic YouTube channels that teach you about Bernina machines. There's a wealth of knowledge that is far more thorough than what I can teach anybody, but I've got to say I am really totally thrilled with both machines. So yeah, very happy with those, and it's just so nice to be able to giving them a bit of a workout and getting some sewing done. So I'm going to try and get out a vlog this next couple of weeks on all the new patterns that are released for April. As well as that, I would love to do a vlog on my favourite blouses and shirts because that's definitely what I feel like making at the moment. Don't forget to go and give those ladies, the Sewciety of Oz, a follow on their YouTube and Instagram handles, and you could be in the running to win a prize from the Dahlia Sewciety store as well, which I couldn't help. I just think it's wonderful to see these ladies getting a little bit, collabing together, and there is such a great network of Aussie sewists over on Instagram that you'll find. It's a worldwide thing. Once you put your hashtags and you find the sewing community is a lot closer than you think, and we all love looking at each other's work and getting a bit of inspiration. And I know a lot of people don't follow on Instagram or don't head over there, but it really is something that you don't have to join up yourself if you don't want to post things. You don't have to do that, but it's great to go and see a bit of inspiration from other sewists that do make their own clothes in the sewing community. But yeah, it's fantastic to see more Aussie people on there doing that too. I'd love to hear what you're sewing today. Don't forget to put in the comments below. Thank you so much as well for all the beautiful comments on our Titanic episode. It was a bit of a different one. Phoebe and I wanted to do that separate. So if there are people that weren't interested in watching it, you can turn off, or you can go ahead and have a view there if you wanted to see all the things we got up to on our Titanic exhibition in Melbourne. There was quite a lot of people with some interesting stories, so definitely think about looking at the comments there, because people have got all their own version of events of people that were in their family, the things that happened to them, the ancestors that were to board or didn't board the ship as well. There's just so many amazing stories that came out of that, which I find very intriguing, very interesting to learn about. So that was wonderful to see the comments on that video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you could do that. And also don't forget to give this episode a thumbs up and turn the bell on to be notified each time that you want to see the Dahlia Sewciety videos heading out there. Have a wonderful week. We'll catch up with you all very shortly, and bye for now.